This week's episode is sponsored by Helio Gas Detection.
Hey everybody, this is Richard here from the Metal Cell Podcast. I'm delighted to welcome Teras to the studio. How are we, lads?
We're good.
Yeah.
My face hurts. I was just saying, my face hurts from laughing so much this day.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
So I've Boydy, I've Grog, and I've Hunter here, the band, and it's the first actually recorded podcast in the studio live in, I'd say, around 8 months, 9 months. So welcome, lads.
It's an honour.
And you've no problem finding the place, no?
We've had
somebody's gonna get us arrested or something for sitting in their driveway for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Northern Ireland Bridge.
Do you know what was great, by the way? You said, I'll put a cone out in the driveway, and we looked and every driveway had a cone in it.
We ended up with some scrapyard thing.
We did as well.
So, I don't think we're the brightest of bunch when it comes to
It's
finding
the community watch scene now is just like lighting up everywhere. Like.
I know, things free on.
Yeah. See it, Leon, spot it, northern plates on it, you know. Be careful out there, folks.
But like, how are the bodies? So you played last night in Fred's. Actually, was that was your first time playing Fred's?
Yeah.
My first time in Cork.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
well, yeah.
Class. Okay. Yeah. So first of all, what think of the venue? Sweaty,
It's
isn't
so
it? Not.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
When we went to it, it's small,
Yeah.
but I knew it was going to be class because it has that kind of old school punk sort of vibe to it, you know. So it's small and it's like very warm, but it was a brilliant crowd, like
Really welcoming.
Yeah.
Like I felt really welcome. Like I felt like I had been there. Like even though it was my first time in the venue, I felt like I'd been there like 100 times before.
Yeah, that's
how
cool.
lovely.
That's
And
nice.
I shouted to the sound guy Aaron. He was brilliant as well.
Aaron, yeah, he's with
you know.
Archaeos and
Bands.
as well.
Outsound.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant people behind the whole lot, and so it was like 13 Doors and album launch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's their album. Is it their album launch tour?
Tour maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we did Galway last week. I think that was very short notice for us, and that was in Solly Longs. And then last night,
Longest drive in the world.
it was the longest drive, yeah. And then we did that last night. But yeah, they're phenomenal live. Like
Literally all three of us were standing like looking at each other in different parts of the venue going,
I think you've got a video of me and I'm just like spaced out,
Like,
looking at like
great vocals, the amazing harmonies, yeah.
very tight.
And who else was Stanton's Grave? Is it?
Yes, that's great. Yeah, I got them
Yeah.
on my coat.
Okay.
They
all
might
really
be
sound
they
lads.
might be the most punk band I've ever heard. They're right at it, you know.
Yeah.
But it's brilliant. Again, great energy, great. I think they switch a lot of vocal duties as well. But yeah, great fun as well. A really good stacked lineup last night.
Yeah, it was.
actually.
Yeah, and like, cause I was worried because the Friday night Grey Stag played there with Body Drinkers, Dead Memories, and Archaeos. And that was sold out as well. So like a Friday night sold out and a Saturday night
DJ was
sold
doing
out
that.
in
That's really
Fred's.
good
It's
for a
really
venue.
good, yeah.
Do you know, I heard it was on this podcast someone was chatting about the Cork scene.
Yeah.
And I dropped a couple of messages on Instagram and they said, you know, it's a really great scene, and I was like, so that kind of set the stage for us. I was telling them about it and that. And it really is. People are like, they get in and they get into the music and they really go right at it.
And were you opening, yeah?
It's middle band,
Right,
so
okay.
the sweet spot.
Sweet spot, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was
Jesus.
I really enjoyed it. I just really enjoyed it. I was up in the crowd at one stage, like there's a song we do called The Perception, and in the middle of it we get everybody down, and it's sometimes hard to do that. But with his like, he's behind the drums, but he might as well not be behind the drums because of course Christ gets the crowd so hyped every time. Though he's brilliant at it, you know. And when I was down in the crowd, and I was jumping with him, and it was just a really nice moment, and it was cool to be able to look up at the guys on stage too and be like, that's cool.
Yeah, so like a lot of these people wouldn't have seen you before, like, and they just really got into it, like.
Really good feedback.
Yeah.
There was a wee woman,
Fantastic.
actually a wee woman called Chris who talked to me.
Size.
Oh, she was a lovely wee woman. She had me in tears with all the lovely things she was saying to me and stuff like that. I said to them, if I can move or inspire one person, that's enough for me. But it was just lovely feedback we were getting.
Yeah, and
whatever,
like, did
and
you shift any merch, or had you merch with you? Or
no, we're in the middle of designing a new line of merch.
Cool.
So
Yeah, we've got a run after this gig. We've got a run of 3 gigs with
Words That Burn.
Words That Burn,
Man.
which we're really looking forward to. So we've got
Savage.
we're coming back to Cork, the Fred Zeppelins as well, which is great because I can't wait to get back now.
we've got
So we've got Belfast, and then we've got Cork, and then we've got Galway, and it's the cellar in Galway.
Yeah.
So we're getting our merch sorted for that.
Nice. Okay, so that's good to hear. Like even we'll say like you obviously stayed down last night. Like how difficult is that for you? Who's doing the driving?
He did it this time.
He did it this time, yeah.
But we
So
all
somebody
drive.
else was meant to do it.
I was meant to do
They
it,
broke
but the
their car.
acceleration pedal went on the car.
See, I told you we are turning into Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
We are Spinal Tap.
So like we'll say challenges then, you know, maybe playing Cork and Galway, like you stayed down last night, will you do it again the next time or are you gonna go up and down? It's tough going like.
We enjoyed staying.
Why not
We
try it?
had some crack. You see, I was more buzzing after 13 Doors set because I've no idea who the lady was I was dancing with, but I love that. I love that about girls. We just like see a dancing partner, we're just like, that's dance. I was like we don't even talk. I just looked at her, I was like, and she was like, and then we're just like boogieing, having the time of our lives. But the set was so fire, and I want to point out, like Ed isn't even their guitar player. He's standing in for them as well and standing in harmonies, and it still sounded epic. Like epic, so I was buzzing. We were all like reeling. So I'm just really. It was just a really good night. It's probably.
Yeah, the crawling now. I'd be close with Andy and the lads, and anytime they're down Cork, they'd actually stay the night. They're just hostel or something.
Yeah.
Because you get the crack and you get to really enjoy the bands. And you're not feeling in a rush to go.
That's the hardest part.
You know.
Just like even having to leave and miss the headline or to drive
we
all
did
the way.
back the week before. And away we drove back.
We still got to see the second band on just because we wanted to just make the most of our time.
But like your budget, like it'd be blown for a hotel, like because like in Galway especially, it's fucking crazy the prices, like you know. So so it's just something to think about, really, isn't it?
It'd probably be cheaper just buying somewhere down here.
Yeah.
I do have family in Galway too, like, but it's just more outside of Galway.
Bring a
Like,
camp and just stay outside the venue.
Just camp it out, get a camper.
So like I'm nearly sure we got introduced in Siege of Limerick.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we had another member at the time.
Okay.
We were used to be a 4-piece.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
We were on the second stage.
Upstairs.
Yeah. So I think it kind of fell in the sweet spot the time that we were on. So main stage I think just finished around the time that we were starting.
Yeah.
So it wasn't very good for merch because it was our first time there because the merch table closes at 10 and we finished at 10.
Yeah.
So it was like anyone that went, we got a good crowd and stuff in there.
Yeah. No, I remember you playing.
But it was very good because the last band I think finished just before we started, so people left the main stage and come up. Yeah, that was very good. That was when was that? April last year?
March, yeah.
March,
yeah. It's on at Easter, like. So we know. But like, Jesus, that's really good to get the acknowledgement and be invited on the Siege. Like, man's give their left arm to get on there.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, here we had the time of our lives at Siege because we got down early because I think we seen like almost every band on the main stage and like we were going between all the stages because we wanted to catch like different bands I hadn't heard before.
Yeah.
And like we're generally just having a good time and then we all like spurged out at one stage and then just randomly run into each other like wee hi.
Yeah.
And then playing it was something else as well. It was such a good set.
Such a good festival, really good setup.
Fair play. Like.
Oh my god, I really enjoyed that. And then we stayed down after as well, like, and it was just really nice talking to all of the bands, like, 'cause it was funny. It was actually the guys in Harbinger, the bass player broke his wrist at that show.
What?
Yeah, because I was talking to him after. Remember that? Like Harbinger, the bass player, and he was just standing there with a smile on his face. He's like, "Alright, you know what you doing?" I was like, "You okay with ice on his wrist?" He's like, "Yeah, I just broke my wrist. It's fine."
Oh, that's mad.
Yeah.
And like, do you know? I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so we'll just maybe get into the details about the band because like we could chat all day. But like for people that don't know about G, so when did you start? And you know, I presume you were all in other bands, for example, were you?
Yeah, I suppose so. But then, so it started with Stephen, actually, our former guitar player, who started it was under a different name with different members and doing a different thing.
Right.
I put up a post like because I just left a blues band, and I put up a post saying, like at that, because I played a load of different instruments, and like he had contacted me. Him and another Stephen actually contacted me as well.
Okay.
Got playing with him. So we kind of formed it, but I didn't like the original name, so we came up with the Teras and came up with the new logo, the whole concept. Started having my wee thing on it, and then I brought in my drummer, and then eventually I got Grog in as well, because the other got. How do you even say that? Like just replaced one of the guitar players with Grog.
Yeah.
So I did, and then Stephen, he had to step away for family things, and Mick, the old drummer, had to step away, and then Stephen actually brought you in.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was a godsend because we worked so well together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know, did
Yeah, for 4 years as well. Well, you played in a blues band before, and 4 years before that, I played in a traditional Irish band.
Okay.
I played drums,
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's kind of like we all came in.
And then
Where were you? You were in PX for a while, weren't you?
I've only been playing live for like maybe like a year.
Yeah.
So I haven't been
like
doing it that long. So I started.
Jesus.
We're
that's
grizzled,
amazing.
like, you know,
Yeah.
even at it.
I started in PXBX and then moved to Delusional Silence, was helping them out, and then just this thing that I think their other guitar player was coming back, so they're like one hand band. I was like, right, that's fair enough. So
And like Grog, we said, you know, during COVID, was that where you kind of honed your guitar skills even more, or did you bother with it?
I tried to at the start of COVID. I was like, oh, I'm gonna learn all this. Like, I was band I listened to on Process, that I don't know if you've heard them, and they're really. I was like, I'm gonna learn this over COVID. It'll be great. And I got like 3 months in, and still haven't learned it. And I was like, I'm not getting any better at this. So it's just like, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm quite new to the.
Yeah, he's not. You wouldn't think he's quite new because he's freaking natural at it. Like, you know,
it's
that's
fantastic.
fantastic.
His eyes are still filled with wonderment.
Yeah.
He hasn't
That's the best way
been
to be.
been beaten down yet. Like, you
He hasn't
know.
become cynical then.
Yeah.
I started in a stoner rock doom band called Nocturnal Trip as the bass player and singer, so it was, and like we were only kids, but like we had released an album and all the rest of it as well. And God, you know who did the artwork actually? Mastodon, the artist.
Hunter Bingo.
That's the
You met Mastodon once?
because they had a pint, or bought them a pint.
But as well.
Yes.
What? So
The artist, I contacted the artist, so I did W. Ralph Waters from Canada, and I sent him our album. I was like, can you come up with a concept art
Right.
with this, like just do your thing. And he did, and he came up with he gave us our logo and all the rest of it. And
That's
so
amazing.
that was like, we were only kids, like, and that was
How much did
my...
that cost you? What's the fortune?
No, he did it at a decent price, because I
Okay.
think because we were young, he really liked the album, he could listen to it, and he came up with the whole concept himself, and like the album artwork was freaking class.
Yeah.
And we sold a lot of them,
Yeah,
you know, but
yeah,
as I said, we were just kids, and then one of the members couldn't do it anymore because he was pursuing a different like thing in life, and we didn't want to replace anybody,
Okay.
so we just disbanded,
Right.
and then I went into different styles of music, and
Yeah.
but as I said, I've never
Stuff
had
else.
anything with Teras. No, Teras is different for me, it's different, Teras is somewhere where I think we all are just so creatively free, and it's
Yeah.
a different thing for me completely.
Yeah.
Like
So like
completely
we'll
different.
say it'd be hard for you to add another member now at this stage, would it?
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I think
You've got the kind of right
we've got-
balance and
we've
you all
got
get
a
on.
we're a unit. We're a
Yeah,
unit now.
it's. I suppose it's a lot of the stuff that when we've talked about this at length as well. It's not just the sort of the playing ability. It would be as well as that. Any band knows that managing egos is very difficult, and if you get three that work, it's very hard to say, do you know what, that works, let's just throw someone else in here. So if it was somewhere down the line, because Hunter plays piano as well. Which I would love to have something to maybe
Explain that out.
yeah. But it would probably have to be someone that we thought was fantastic as a musician. And then even at that, like, you love playing bass.
Yeah.
So it's like it's one of those things.
But I'm gonna try just if I can't find somebody to bring in and play bass, I'm just gonna try own it more. And
You're gonna say get me to play bass at the
no,
same time.
Jesus,
Just
no.
at the same time.
He's the only guitar player, and
I'm sure they're out there somewhere, Grog.
I'm just gonna like play bass one hand and like right-handed piano. It'll be fine.
Like so, if you had to incorporate an instrument into your live song, what would it be? Would it be keys or synths?
Well, we
or
already
something?
have incorporated keys in a good bit, and I'm going to try to do so more. If I could incorporate more, it would be
Probably those Russian pipes from that Russian, you know, the hard bass Russian.
We were listening to it on the way down. Literally, we were all on the way down when we were like on the instrument, and it's like, and we're like in the car, like I know it's wise, but I think it's as pumped.
I don't know. I think piano seriously.
Strings.
Piano and strings. I would love to.
Yeah.
You know.
I think every musician in every metal band would probably love to do Metallica S&M thing.
Oh,
you know,
sure,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like a pipe
It
dream. I
is,
think,
of
you know, to
course.
play with a
that,
full
that and
symphony.
fucking vinyl, man. They're the two common occurrences
Yeah.
on every podcast.
Yeah.
You know, but like even what do you think is the most underrated thing about being a three piece in terms of like logistics and creativity? Maybe?
Carrying the sound.
Having
Yeah.
extra space in the car.
Yeah.
There's that in there for
Well,
sure. Yeah.
I think
Like,
I think with I think,
underrated? Oh, right.
Yeah,
Just make out of a good thing.
I think with us being a three piece, the good thing is, so it's not difficult for a band to make a big noise, but when it's just us three,
Yeah.
it's more impactful because it's like those three people are making that noise.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
all of us sing, all of us play,
Yeah, class.
and it's
okay.
we're all like firing on all cylinders all
Yeah.
the time.
And
So
all of us are like, woo.
yeah.
And do you know what? There's plenty of three pieces out there like Grey Stag, Crawling, and stuff like that. That just have this sonic sound that they've just, they've worked on and they've just kind of created it live, and that's what you can build on, really, so that's pretty cool.
So-
Yeah.
I think it was with the whole like rebuild, like we only had like 2 songs. I think when we
Yeah,
started,
it-
like,
Yeah.
because we didn't have the
Yeah.
so it was like sort of like we had to try and write really quickly and then do everything and I was like, oh, so
Yeah,
like,
that's fair enough.
Yeah.
overwhelming just I think for us all.
So where are you now in relation to, we'll say, like you've got 3 songs now that are out for people, and is it an EP or an album you're kind of hoping to
I
say?
kind of want to do the waterfall sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then eventually make it all indie like an EP. So release just 5 singles and then sort of collate them all together.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
it's
that's a
kind of
popular
say
thing.
trickle down
Yeah,
effect,
yeah,
like,
that's
yeah.
fair enough.
I think with Sovereign,
Great song, by the way.
thank you very much. We really
Fucking hell,
appreciate that.
That's brilliant.
With Sovereign, we wanted it to come out as the first sound, the first new sound of what Teras is.
Yeah.
So
I think-
rebuild.
I think the songs that follow Sovereign going forward will probably there's probably a lot of the same vein. There's probably a lot of the same vein in those, and maybe themes from different perspectives. But it will come out probably as a singular body of work from all the rest of them. We're hopefully going to get ourselves in. I'm not sure if you know of him, with the brilliant Frankie McClay from Einstein Studios.
Oh man, yeah, class.
Yeah, he's a
great.
legend.
Great call.
I've done a lot of recording with Frankie over the years, and he's just right there.
Yeah.
Just if you want that,
Sonic sound.
yeah, it's just it's a
100%.
real genuine
Mm.
rock and metal sound. I
Yeah.
know sometimes there can be that sort of metalcore sound that
Yeah.
is used quite a lot,
Yeah.
but if you want something that's that, as you say, the sonic sound, I think Frankie's just A1. So the rest of those songs are going to be tracking through that same sound and sort of some of the similar vibes, and we're going to be doing it sort of periodically releasing it as well.
Cool.
Just hold on a wee second for your questions, okay?
So kind of even just looking at recording, the creative process before the recording, how do you approach it? Like, do you all come up obviously with ideas, you know, since you're all perfectly happy to create and share, and you have obviously the respect and trust, which is very important as a band, you know. So I'll pick one song. We'll go with Sovereign actually. So how did you start that, and talk us through the whole process of it?
I wrote it by mistake.
Yeah, like most of our songs have happened that way.
Yeah, I put like, I was just messing about the guitar, and then I put like a story on Instagram like, oh, I love writing riffs that I can't play, and then it became like that, so like the main riff, Sovereign, and then we just kept it and built on it. There was one night she was really busy, and I was just like, I know how I ran Sovereign, it's gonna be a breakdown, and she's like, oh, I was like, I'm really busy, and then I was like, I played it down the phone, she was like, yes.
By the way, I was so unspeakably opposed to, you know, that breakdown, that metalcore stuff. I've got such a beef with metalcore. Like I like old school music. I like Metallica and the Bee Gees. You know, like no, but like I like sort of old school metal and that. And I wouldn't usually go for the big but it really, like the way we talked about it to put it in, it's earned in the song, so it's not just like flashbang straight in, so it's built up and it's earned, you know.
Yes, that's a good way.
You have to sneak it in. You can't call it a breakdown. You have to call it the middle eight.
If you call it a breakdown, I'm like, what? Get that out of here!
Sneak it past
It's the second middle eighth. It's in cut time. Yeah, that's what you have to call it.
That's brilliant. And Hunter, approaching it then from vocally wise, was it?
That was all. I was about to say that was all done really authentically. And you see the Boy For Your King bit. I was listening to like Too Much Skindred, I think, at the time, and like then Biscuit. I was listening to that and a wee bit of Rage, and at the end, I think it was just messed up. I think it actually did it live, did I?
Yeah, you did the chorus because we weren't happy with the chorus, and then you did the chorus, and we were all sitting there.
Yeah.
Because you sung it differently when we got
but live. I mean, live was in like not in the studio. I did change the chorus live in the studio because I was annoyed with the chorus, and I was like, something's just not sitting right with that. And then I like walked out and I was like, right, I'm gonna change it, and like just come back and I was like, right, go. And then I did it, and then I was like, okay, that's it. But the end part, the Boy For Your King bit, I think I was just messing about, and I was just like, and then I was like, frick, we're gonna put that in. But the whole song kind of came authentically, and then we were writing at my house in my living room, and like. He was playing Sovereign, and I really wanted to add piano into something. So I was just playing the piano, and then I think we just did it in my house, and we one time just never changed it.
Wow. A lot of the writing as well that we do would probably start out with Grog would come with something, then me and Hunter would rip it apart. And he'd be like, this is a new song. And I'd be like, there's way too many notes in that. I'd be like, cut that in half, do that there. No, that's not that. And then she'd be like, la 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 la. You know? But usually he'd come with a riff, we'd sort of shape it, form it a bit, and then either you would just fly in with your melody, or me and you would do something with melody, or like add. But we get like...
They never hear my bass until the studio. Or until, like, I literally tell them all the time, can I play this against it? Because I'm always like, can I play this? I don't want to play the same thing as guitar, and I'll try to add note stuff and, like, fill out the spaces. And, but I kept saying to them, I've been working really hard on Sovereign on the guitar, and it took me a long time to be able to play the thing and sing it at the same time, because it's going against what I'm playing. And in the studio, I finally played it, and the two of them like, that's really good bass line, like, and I was like, finally, thank you for hearing that.
See, a lot of like, look, we would get the song and the idea, but like, a good lot of it as well is kind of road testing at gigs.
Yeah,
so
and seeing what
like
gets
100%.
Like Sore Song Choke, we accidentally, I did accidentally. I was just having so much fun playing it that it was mostly instrumental last night, because we were just so into it that I was just like, I can't even bother to sing this. It's just talking stuff, and it's relatively new, but it was so well received. That was the best song in our set, and it's the newest one, and it was just mostly instrumental, but I was just having so much fun playing it. Like, so we're gonna maybe leave the second half instrumental just so we can have
like
fun.
Even like and Grey Stag were saying that as well, that a lot of the album that they did before that was recorded during lockdown and stuff, so they didn't have the usual way they do it, which is they tested on the crowd.
I didn't know anything during lockdown.
So that they definitely did that with the new EP, and they were able to test it on the crowd and chop and change bits, you know, and like for yourselves, would that be the case also? Or?
I think the structure, putting the structure together and tightening it up that way is definitely for the
studio. Like we go into the studio pretty polished.
Yeah.
And then we only add like on wee snippets of maybe like overlays of harmonies, but even at the end we kind of know what we're going to do other than his. See the harmonies at the end of Sovereign? I just want to point this out, that's his.
Is it really?
You see, I'm doing all the like mad screeches and the singing, but you see the O's, like the angel kind of sounds.
The angel's vocals is what you call it, yeah.
The first time he did it, he had to do it again because I was in the studio and he was the vocal booth, but you could still hear me going, holy fuck, what is that? That is so good.
Oh, that's
so
brilliant.
Do it again.
She didn't know I sang before the fourth member dropped out of the band, and it became probably more of a necessity to have a second singing vocal.
Of course, yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. And harmonies and a backing thing, and I forgot them both singing. But you see, whenever I heard that, I was blown away. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's so cool that, like, again, as your journey as a band, you're discovering new things, new abilities, and you know, like it's a three-way split there with all of you. So you know, if one isn't pulling his weight, like. Maybe it's no harm just saying, listen, you'll have to do backing vocals. We need to,
we don't have that. No, we don't get that. That's what I love about this band. But yeah, because I had probably the movement singing, because once I hear that they're good at something, I'm like, why wouldn't you make use of that?
Well, like, to be fair, you still haven't incorporated my Northern Irish Belfast hip hop experience into it. It's coming, like, yeah.
Do you do that as soon as you
can actually do it before you come on the stage. Just a little
double flat.
I said that we should do one.
It's fucking working for kneecap, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'd be called Shinbone. You heard it here first, by the way.
Song Shinbone.
Yeah.
So, like, Hunter, you're very artistically wise and visually wise. Are you working to something now with this release? You didn't have to give too much away to it.
I don't mind giving stuff away. Like I'm sure we're gonna tell people anyway. I'm working behind the scenes, like, to do a video, because I really want to do a video for Sovereign, so I'm going to re-release it with the video again.
Yeah, nice.
Just for a wee, and also because I just had a wee storyline, and also I have a good friend in Innocence, and he owns Black Axe, so I can use that venue.
By the way.
Anto is such a
legend.
So I'm actually playing with Innocence next Saturday. I'm playing in Dublin in the pit, so see you there.
Cursed Son. The boys, they're good dudes.
Yeah, they're playing too. Oh, I thought you meant I was playing with them. I was like, what?
No.
I was like, you're gonna did
I forget that? Yeah.
That's
you're
some
no.
That's
a great lineup.
It's going to be so much fun with everybody down together like that. Like the Cursed Son boys, look, they're on.
So you're singing with Innocence, is it? For one?
Oh no, Jesus, no, not singing. No, I'm not going to sing to him. Singing his. I couldn't sing his singing. His singing's class. No, I'm playing bass. I'm just filling in because Jim's going to Barbados, so he can't do it. So he was teaching me all the stuff, just so I can fill in. So it's nerve-wracking because, like, I freaking love those lads. Like, their music.
That really
get me sleeping in band practice with them. I was like trying not to like fangirl. I was just sitting there like.
Do you know what?
Diane's a great fucking singer as well.
Yeah. Like she's going through the same thing that I went through. I filled in with Cursed Son on drums.
Okay.
And we were out. We went with. Jonesy, the singer, they came out after one of our gigs and we were having a load of pints, and I was acting to Billy Big Balls. I was like, mate, you ever need someone to fill in, let me know. Like 3 days later, he's like, here, remember you said that? And I was like, I know I have a set of really show, I was like, their drummer is way more technical than me. But I was like,
they're serious.
Yeah. I said that it's like, when I played with them, it was like Tommy Lee drumming for Lamb of God. It was a gig, by the way. Just big hits, no double kick, you know. Class.
No, but you were saying about artistically to have anything planned. I want to do some more like artistic little shots and stuff, but I want to do the music video for Sovereign, and then we are planning to record another couple of songs. Can I say what song we're going to record?
Of course,
The Perception. We've wrote a song called The Perception. We played it live. It went down really well anytime we have done it. It's very different.
Almost a bit swing.
Yeah, it's so different compared to what we've done before. And I want to go ham. Like, I want to go absolutely mad doing stuff with that, and I want to have a whole storyboard. So, and go wild with that, and they'll let me. So it's cool, like, within reason. But yeah, we're gonna do the Sovereign video, and like I don't mind giving that away.
So like that's what I mean. Like you can do it artistically through the medium of the video.
Yeah. And not only that, on stage I want to add more. I want to I've had like loads of ideas for stage.
You're obsessed with lights.
I'm obsessed with lights, but I
You
also
said you
wanna
wanted
get
us to wear
fake
capes up
candles.
on stage,
I did.
which
I
is
did.
mental.
Where do you draw the line?
I have cape. I wear it sometimes because like
Full RoboCop outfit.
no, not really. I'm just like druids. I want to go from the whole like tribal covenant druidy thing. You know,
Yeah,
own
yeah,
in my
yeah.
County Armagh roots. Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's like that's where like well kind of originally from like County Armagh, County down all the rest of it, and I just want to own that in with the whole like witchy covenant druidy.
Yeah.
And a
So,
tribal
so
thing.
that whole team with the tribe is sticking with you. Yeah, you're not.
Oh, that's like
Yeah.
it's like a tribe covenant thing. Like do you know what I mean? Like it's like when I say tribe, I just my people. I
Yeah.
want to bring people, like-minded people who want to have a good time and want to like. I always say just want to spread love and light. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to have a good time, and I hate that they used to hate that I said, but I think he's loving now.
I thought it was hilarious last night, and you were like, "Oh, we're all about spreading love and light," and then Boydy just went, "Anyway, this is our heaviest song called Joke."
Here, by the way, do you know what's like really funny as well? So like whenever I joined the band, everyone had the same makeup before,
Yeah.
and then it was when you and I joined, you changed, and you have one that goes down over your eye, and everyone thinks that mine's like 3 stripes like a warrior. It's just because I really love Adidas. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Like I do it.
The
Like
three
people are like,
Adidas
"Oh, is that like a warrior thing?" It's like no, I'm just mad into Adidas Superstar. You know,
You really want a sponsorship.
I'm dying for a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Adidas.
Yeah, endorse him. Endorse Adidas
Oh, he's
drumsticks.
wearing Adidas.
Oh, yeah,
Of course.
Yeah, Adidas. I like that. I like saying it like that better.
Brilliant. So is there like even now as a 3-piece, is there a defining moment for the band live? Can you think about
That,
it?
Well,
that Innocent show.
Senate, the first one that we played is a 3-piece.
Cynicism, was it?
Yeah, so
I think it gave us this thing that fuck we
I
can do
think
this.
we played in Dublin the night before, and it was like
it was almost
It
like a bit
wasn't-
of a warm up.
yeah,
We'd all been
it
on
wasn't-
holiday and stuff before it, and
we only
like
had like a couple of practices. We were playing an entirely new set. You have to
Yeah.
remember there's only now two songs left. That was originally like my old songs. Free, well there's free, but I've
They're
also
kinda-
dropped another one.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah.
just because you do need that extra guitar in there, and we're trying to work towards a new sound as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep Rain as a wee Easter egg kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you know that Citizen show we played it, the energy that we had on stage together. Then like we worked almost like telepathically, and it was just like
Oh, you were not working telepathically.
There's-
I was
wireless,
also-
and I could hear
well,
it
yeah,
right,
that
and I was
too.
trying to get away from her. She kept moving closer. I was like, no.
there was something about it that like Forum Wolf played with us as well.
Oh, yeah.
I love those
It's
guys
such a
too.
good
I've known
lineup.
G, the singer, for a long time, and Senescence were great with them. But there was something I really loved about it. I kind of love that. So Senescence have a full stacked lineup.
Yeah.
It's a full metal band, twin
Yeah.
guitars.
Yeah.
Forum Wolf are the same. We are just 3 sort of. We're not metal looking. We're not
I look
anything.
like a
So
freaking flower fairy getting up on stage.
Yeah, I know,
That's
you
what somebody
do.
said to me last night, that I look like a wee flower fairy, and I do not look like I'm going to get up. They're like, I can't believe you got up and did that. This proves that girls can do this too. And I'm like, yeah.
But like
Yeah,
for
so-
for that one, that was kind of the final moment. So we'd written, and it was like for us, it was 3 people. It was all singing, all dancing. And it's
Yeah.
like we're on the same stage as these 2 extremely good, extremely established bands, and we're like, right, let's set the tone, like you know.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And
So
that was it. It's a big defining moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
class. Okay, great stuff. So,
I just got a Boydy Bingo, sorry.
buddy.
That's the first Boydy Bingo. Well, anyone who knows us knows about Boydy Bingo, so we're just playing a Boydy
I missed it, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'll see
I
it
missed it
later.
as well.
I got it.
It's let's set the
Set the
tone.
tone.
I shout it before we play. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's one of them.
So working now towards all right. So your live set last night. How many songs had you? What songs had you on the live set?
I love how we both just look at God like
We
he's
don't
thinking show
We had
next, we don't know.
6. I had 6.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a bit of a longer one. I think that was a 45-minute set.
Yeah.
Nice,
Um,
okay. That's
And then we had a wee moment of like where we were teaching the crowd how to dance, and it was like it was so funny. 'Cause
I didn't know what was happening there.
oh, he was just playing the drums, and I was
I
like
was just
showing them
telling
how to
people
move their
to-
hips.
Yeah.
I was just standing there like, what are we
Because I wanted
doing?
people to dance with me, like, you know, because like everyone kind of like to dance, and like so it was so much fun. Like I felt
Yeah.
we were having fun with the crowd, and there was loads of laughs, and
Sometimes we get a wee touch of the ADHD.
A wee
Sort of
touch.
like
Very-
we get that sort of like telekinesis, and Grog's left out of it because he's fairly normal, you know. So like, but no, on our set last night we opened with our normal. We have kind of like
An
a
intro.
druid intro, and it's
it's my
Okay.
It's
friend.
actually your friend?
It's my friend. Like he's my maybe even more like
So
maybe a
I'd
lot
say
of blue.
best friend. not
My
good
bestest,
friend.
he's more than my best friend. He's just like my bestest friend in the whole world. Like, and but he is an insane musician, like insane musician, and so humble. He doesn't do anything. He'd be annoyed at me for even naming for this, but it's absolutely
Yeah.
and he's phenomenal. But it's just his vocals. He gets himself into this meditative state
Kind of like
and does
throat
this.
singing.
Yeah, he does this.
Okay.
And it's recorded on NSYNC on the phone, and there's drumming on it, and the drumming is just his ring hitting off the table,
Yeah,
and he's like
yeah.
messed
Sounds
about
like
with the
thunder
thing.
almost,
But
yeah.
all them vocals are authentic. He goes in this meditative state and does all this breath work and goes, I don't know how he hits them. It's like monk.
It's like really deep and like.
So I was like, please can I have this and can I use this as an intro? So I have it, and then I do
Nice.
this weird shamanic-y style weird singing on top of it as we come in, and then we go into rain. And then it kind of sets the tone.
Rain's the opening song now.
And then I have a character friend, so like my character is like very like, I don't know, it's just very still for a moment because she's like crazy. Like I can just change into character. My on stage character is completely different to who I am on stage.
I'm really happy that I can break your own stage card.
Yeah, 'cause
Whenever you're being like, oh, really dramatic, I'm like, start laughing. I don't know. I see it as a challenge because you are very like you're an excellent performer, right? And you are very like that. But I'm still
makes me laugh
41-year-old class clown. Like,
But I
you know.
love it at the same time. You see, anytime you see me turning away from the stage, it's because I'm literally giggling like mad. I'm like, no, it's not.
You're so easy to break character.
I know,
I do think I'll
because
come over and be like,
He does that to me all the time. Like he'll be like, he'll look at me like I'm playing the right notes, and I'm like.
Yeah, but we do Rain, and then we went into Skin, which might be the
Yeah.
last time we play Skin.
Might be.
Honestly.
Yeah, so we're gonna.
I think it's cursed. Every time we do that song, something happens.
Okay.
Like hi-hat clutch goes down, your guitar went out
My
last
guitar.
It
night.
was just
It's
drum
like-
and bass last night for that whole song, but we carried it, and there's
Yeah.
a big breakdown. It was just me. I'm going.
And I was just
But we
playing
carried
along.
it.
I didn't even
He
know
was
what
playing
was
just
out. I
9
was
minutes.
like, you were looking at me like, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I noticed straight away.
I said that at practice the other night. I was like, that song's cursed. Every time we do it,
So-
something went wrong.
So we're going to replace it with a piano, a play it piece.
Yeah.
So I really want to try to do that because my wee piano's called Bertha, by the way, and I just want to bring Bertha into like Bertha's mine now. I want to bring Bertha into my music as much as I can,
Okay.
especially just I don't see many like alt metal rock whatever we are bands.
Mm.
I'm not too sure what our genre is.
Yeah, I don't
yet.
know. People
don't
say
think-
alt metal.
Yeah.
I don't think we want a corner genre. We want to do a lot of different kind of stuff, and I want to like as we progress.
Thrash hip hop.
I want to do.
That's coming.
Russian
I just-
hard bass.
I just want to try different avenues of things,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean, and
yeah,
explore because
Yeah.
like we have so many ideas all the time, and we like as I say, all of our influences are freaking vastly
Yeah, group
different.
chat of ours is a complete stream of consciousness. It's insane. It's
group
so hard to
chat is
keep.
my
See, if you
mind
leave it
zone.
for 2 hours, by the
It's
way,
like
you're never
360
catching up.
messages.
It's
And
mental.
there's only 3 of us.
It's like, and see when you go on one as well, you're like, and you're like, turn that off for a while.
And then I'm like, if they're going to bed, I'm like, put your phone on silent so I can talk shit to you.
Talk shit to herself, by the way.
Yeah.
Just like her
It's
own
my mind,
mind.
John.
My
It's
favourite
very
one of the
mind.
group chats
Jesus
where you
Christ.
send like maybe like 9 or 10 messages, and then we ask you one question straight after, and then you don't reply for like 4
I
hours.
know, it's an ADHD thing. I just have to go on a wee rant sometimes. It's because it's better to rant to you than anybody else. They're like
So we'll say this time next year, what will we have achieved this time next year?
Yeah.
I want to
What do you
achieve.
hope maybe to achieve?
I think what we're trying to do. So last year, whenever we were getting ourselves sort of pulled back together, we wanted to do some really good, meaningful Belfast gigs. And I think
Okay.
it's always good to get yourself established
Yeah.
in your own city first.
100%,
And then this year we're fairly on track that we wanted to go to some of the bigger places. So we wanted to go to Dublin and sort of grow a wee bit there.
yeah.
As well as Galway and Cork. I think it's really great that we've accidentally got 2
Yeah.
gigs in each of those
Yeah.
so that we can,
Yeah.
if people are coming back, they've sort of seen us.
Yes.
And then what I would like to do, hopefully for this time next year, I think would be to get some support slots over the water, sort
Okay.
of
100%
like
expand,
England,
try.
England, Scotland, Wales. I think
100%. Yeah.
I think it's good. I personally don't think I'd really like to do a headline slot for another couple of years, I'd say, but
Yeah.
I like doing support slots as I was saying earlier. Like, see last night, I love that slot. See the metal band,
Yeah.
the crowd are in and they're
Yeah.
warmed up
Yes.
and they're lubricated
Yeah.
and they haven't checked out by the end, you know. So like I think I would like to keep doing as much as we can around Ireland, and then we've got I think 1 or 2 maybe in Belfast.
Yeah.
The one in
Belfast
the OES Centre
as well.
Yeah,
the Girls with Guts. A shout out to Chelsea and all for doing that. She is a powerful wee woman in a band called Gush. I want to give them a shout out. I love that band. They're a completely different genre to us, but they're powerful. They're kids and they're amazing kids. Like that.
Yeah.
Oh god, they're amazing. But they're
do you know where they're from?
Line.
See?
Yeah. There you
See?
go.
Telling you. Cradle of musical civilization.
Jesus Christ.
But
like with a band like E as well, you can. You're an absolutely perfect example of what a crowd will go in and go take away from me, just going, holy shit, these are completely different, but I like them, and there's memorable moments in your sets, even where you're getting the crowd to people love that. Nobody's
even
doing
interacting after the crowd. See, I love talking to everybody. I think I talked to every single. There was 6 people in that room. I think I talked to every single person in that room after the show. Every single person came up and talked to me, and it was lovely.
So you're a nice curveball to throw into a 3 set gig, you know what I mean?
That Girls with Guts, it has some amazing bands. You should look at the lineup. It's all like different bands of girls in it, and the lineup is insane. Such good bands. I think we're the only like kind of metal-y band on it.
I think we're like the heaviest band there for a change.
I think like see the likes of what you're saying about like memorable things and that. You probably get this as well if you've played in any function bands. There's crowd work. And it's maybe a bit cheesy in a function band, especially an Irish band, especially when you get like when you get everyone up to dance and sing and you break songs down and stuff like that. And I think for me, and obviously you as well, like we take some of that from those function bands that we played in, and it's like not cheesy, it's more ironic. Because it's right everyone, let's go. But it's like it's a welcome change, I think, in that type of music.
100%.
I think we're just agents. We're just agents.
No, but like a lot of these gigs are far too serious.
I was saying that earlier.
I think our problem is we've no filters.
You
know,
I was saying
he
that
does.
the other day.
He's good like it.
But I was saying that the other day. Like there's a lot of like bands who will go up and like we're a metal band, we're serious. Whereas like we want to have a bit of fun. Like,
I get serious when I tell everybody like to get all. I get a wee bit sentimental sometimes. Okay, I cannot help it. I just get a wee bit emotional and be like, right, everybody just appreciate each other and like all this and like. So I'm not gonna lie.
When you were like having a bit of fun, like you were like talking and I was like, can I start the song? Can I go?
I just think I do think it's and do you know what I'm sympathetic to the serious metal thing as well, because I suppose it comes with some bands packages, and it is kind of the mean kind of thing. Like when I was playing with Curse Son, it was funny because they're cool. I like them and they're bouncy. But like you saw the video, she sat behind the drums. And like I just looked like I did not fit in. I'm not metal looking, but I love playing it. But like I was just like a big goof, like really happy looking. But she was sitting beside him, videoed it, and they were doing a bit of fire it up, and I was like going, like really like. So I do think that some of those bands it does come like as the package.
It does,
But like I think.
But I mean, like,
maybe not for me.
It's like even for the Grey Stag one and Body Drinkers, especially Chris from Body Drinkers, they're one of the best live metal bands out there, and I'd like to give them a shout out now.
That's a cool name, by the
way. They're death metal. They're fucking really intense. But Chris just takes the piss then, as it's in between songs, like he's saying the most ridiculous stuff, and it just cracks people up because everybody is there serious. And through the songs are fucking intense, like, but you're like wanting a bit of relief afterwards, and Chris is just throwing out these one-liners, and people are genuinely cracking up, and kind of going, look, let's not be fucking serious for, with your arms folded like this for the whole fucking gig.
They literally had people like dancing like like a cha-cha.
Do you know what was what I found this sort of example of that? Do you remember Strapping Young Lad?
Of course,
I saw them at Download Festival in 2006, and they come out, and I think they were opening first day maybe.
Right. Okay.
And your man Devin Townsend came out and said, the ratio when they were sort of like ringing out, said the ratio of men is 20 men to 1 woman, welcome to the sausage fest. And it's like this heavy music, but it's like funny, you know.
Yeah.
But I think if you're like genuine with what you're doing, you can you can get away with whatever you're doing as long as you're.
And we'll say even kind of crowds now that in the limelight and stuff like that. Is there good diversity in the crowds? Do you find?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's all age ranges. There's all different types of people. Like, and then you get my friends as well. Like, I have a lot of Spanish friends and a lot of like hippie friends and a lot of like 90s rock, like 90s hip hop girls. Like, do you know what I mean? All like a metal show.
There's definitely a big change. I see it myself that there's way more diversity in the crowds in Cork as well, and Limerick. Siege of Limerick is fantastic, isn't it?
Our music scene. You see our music scene in Ireland as a whole. Like Ireland.
That's cracker, look.
And but after being away, I say this to the guys all the time. We are so lucky. Ireland is literally the capital of music. If you actually go anywhere, there's no, it's not. It's all of Ireland, right? And honestly, all of Ireland, Northern Ireland, right? You see, if you go anywhere, you'll never find anywhere you can go like Ireland where you go every bar you go into, every pub you go into, there's live music. Yeah. Every day of the bloody week, right? And it's beautiful, and you just don't find that anywhere. And that's because I'm here. That's happening. I swear to God.
Had a wee malfunction, technical difficulties.
But honestly, you don't find that anywhere else. And like maybe in frickin' New Orleans you'd find it like as the closest place. Do you know what I mean? But that would remind me of it.
What a weird place to like just bring out like.
Because it's like another capital of music and like art, creativity and like all the rest of it. But I think we're so lucky that we have that here. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's definitely going that way over the last few years.
Yeah, 100%.
And maybe COVID had a bit to it as well, where people suddenly realised, Jesus, we had this fantastic scene, and now it's gone. Yeah. But now when it's back, people are fucking going to more gigs and stuff.
Yeah. I've noticed that because, as I say, I'd done like function band work and that for a while, and I think that I noticed that whenever I started, because I went to watch Teras before I was in it, because I knew Steve-O, like, and I knew him. I used to be in a band with him years ago, so he's been a friend of mine for 15 years. Still talk to him all the time. But I noticed that because I thought I'd go down because I hadn't seen him for a wee while and that, and I went down and I thought it would be what it kind of used to be a little bit, maybe 20 scattered people or whatever, and it was like. It was like there was a lot, and I was like, the scene has really changed, you know, in that time that I left. So yeah, it is. And I've noticed that last night. It's like people not just there for their boyfriend's band or their drinking or whatever. It's people that are there to see the music, which is great, like, you know.
Now
lads as well, that there is a drink culture downstairs in the bar.
Yes.
And, you know, trying to get people to leave their drinks and come up and see a band, again, it's just down to the promoter, because I know Mackenzie did it on Friday night. He went down and went, right, everybody, Grey Stag are playing upstairs now, get the fuck up.
Yeah.
And people went, alright, like that, and they headed up, you know.
Plastic cups upstairs, like,
yeah,
because we could bring our drinks up last night, you know. So, but the room was packed. You see, whenever XIII Doors was playing, we were like, I had to literally ask so many people because I wanted to go up to the front and dance.
Yeah.
So I asked so many people, excuse me, you know what I mean? And he's trying to get free everybody.
I couldn't get up the stairs at one
Has
point.
it been such a good wee
halfway
boogie?
down the stairs. Like,
You couldn't get in, like, is it?
Yeah, but that's a good thing. You want.
Yeah. Like,
It was
again,
beautiful.
people should move forward. And,
No, but the day everybody was moving forward. It was just packed. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like it was packed. Like they couldn't move because the people, but everybody was actually having a good time and like and rocking. Oh, I really enjoyed it.
I think we got the message about. I think we were maybe just past Dublin at that
And we got the message. It was sold out. Like so.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to be releasing hopefully more singles, and so 2025 is just building on what you have. The 3 songs you released are quality, lads, and you know, looking forward to the next 1 or 2, and you think you're going to be recording them pretty much.
Yeah, hopefully we're aiming everything permitting probably in around May time.
Okay.
And I think we sat on Sovereign for a long while due to a few other things, and would rather maybe have instead of a really long release schedule, just have a pointed release schedule over 1 or 2 weeks. You know, and it's more for us because we're so impatient. So we'd rather have it out, and you know, it's good to send it to people to review, and it's good to get it out and have it, and if people want to hear us, they can hear us.
Yeah, you have a big presence on TikTok, which is not my medium, but
I don't even have TikTok.
I don't use the app other than every now and again I remember that it's there, because on my phone I don't have push notifications for anything other than Instagram, so that I'm not constantly annoyed by my phone because I don't spend too much time on it. But it's been a lot of time doing promo and doing content and stuff like that there for us on my phone, so I remember having every now and again and put a wee thing up, but good presence on TikTok and on Instagram now, you know, and I think it's because we're both on Instagram and we're always interacting with people and bands we like as well. Like,
it's
we're trying to
nothing
support.
to do with me. I do nothing.
I'm always about supporting. I'm trying to build.
At least 2 of them do, you know.
Yeah,
fair
but
enough.
I'm trying to build a community, and like I just think everybody from here should be working together.
I think I'll just give you one bit of advice, because I think you're missing out on something there, is get your music on Bandcamp.
Somebody was saying that.
You're missing out on a trick there for sure.
Absolutely. I've music on Bandcamp before.
And you're on about community. It's an amazing community in Bandcamp, and they all love music and they'll share it and stuff. So that's something, because I was surprised that you didn't have it on Bandcamp.
I had it in my notes because I know Impulse to Resist, they release all their demos before they record them on the Bandcamp.
Yeah.
So I know
I've taken a note of that program anyway.
And like Hunter as well, you can have all your lyrics on it as well. And you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff you can do on
my lyrics are, I go hard at lyrics. Like I spend a long time doing my lyrics. I got lyrics.
You go hard at lyrics, write them down, and I have to change them all because you break them
my
in the wrong order.
And I'm trying to remember them as well.
No,
you're okay that way?
I'm okay that way whenever I'm writing something that I'm passionate about.
Okay,
like I have a lot in everything in my songs, and like I never miss a beat on it.
I have to self-tape my phone to the bass drum of the lyrics of one of the songs that I wrote.
My memory might be bad.
It's mental, by the way.
And the worst thing is we've been playing it for months now.
Yeah,
I wrote it too. I wrote the lyrics.
Yeah, he wrote like.
So you see me playing it, and I'm like. leaning over and like, whoa. People think I'm probably having a wee turn, like I'm like leaning over, you know.
I think it's important to write our own lyrics up whenever, because as I said to them, I was like, if you want to sing parts, I want you to take the lyrics and change them to your own, because I want them to be, I don't want to just be singing words, I want to be singing something that actually means something to me, because every song is a different meaning to me and a different character of a different part of my life, or something, that topic that I'm writing about, you know what I mean?
So that's great then, lads. So you have a big social presence. Get on the Bandcamp one, and everybody, you know, just check out Teras, and what you're going to be doing the next few months is exciting. And keep up the great work. The singles are fantastic. I love the image. Live, you know, you've got Siege, you've got another few gigs coming up in the next few next few months even? So like, so I mean, you know, I think just stick with what you're doing,
keep the momentum,
and keep playing gigs. I think that's the best way of spreading the message for Teras. And
Yeah.
love what you're doing. Congratulations.
Yeah, and welcome to the tribe. You know?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I'm gonna get you the 3 stripes.
Alright, give me 4.
We call them one.
So you've been listening to Hunter, Boydy and Grog. Show them some love and find them on social media and go to their gigs. Thanks again for coming on the show.
No, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for
Cheers,
having
on.
us.
Thank you.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you.